Hi guys, and welcome to another Divi video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, in our last video we created this floating blog pop-up button. Stays where it is when we go up and down the site. When we click on it, it pops up our little blog post. Well, we had a question when I clicked on a post. Somebody said, how do you make your post like this? It's kind of crazy, mad looking design there. It's got glitch text at the top and then the post content, and it's got a divider that sort of comes up. Really easy. Again, we'll use the Supreme modules for this glitch text, but we're using the regular Divi modules for everything else that's going on here, and it's really easy to do. So I'll show you that today. So let's go to our theme builder. I've got mine open here, but to get to your theme builder, you need to go to Dashboard, down to Divi, and down to Theme Builder. Click on that. I've got mine enabled already here. And if I just get rid of this, which is the custom body I created for my posts, we'll start from scratch. So if I save this now, go back and refresh this, it's just a regular blog post like that. Okay, well, let's do it. So here's the one we had before. I'm just going to trash this whole thing and we'll start from scratch. Okay, so let's add a new template. And it's going to ask you at first what you want to apply this template to. You can apply it to just about anything. All pages, specific pages, all posts, which is what I want today, archive pages. The list is endless for customizing your theme, so it's really useful. So I'm going to say all posts, create template, and as you can see, it copied over the global footer that we've used previously. Now I want to add a custom body, build a custom body. Now for the glitch text and things, I'm going to build it from scratch. I'm going to use a single column. Now for the glitch text that I had at the top there, it's one of our Supreme modules. Divi comes as standard with all the light grey modules here. Supreme modules gives you another 40 or so of these modules down here. And I want, I think I use Supreme glitch text. There it is right there. As you can see, it puts in that crazy looking text. And I'm going to put some dynamic content, so it just pulls the blog title in there, or the post title. A little disk icon over here, post archive title. So it's going to pull in the blog post title there. Now you've got 3 different glitch effects. I'm going to leave mine on 1, but I'll just show you 2 and 3. They're fairly subtly different. And you can change the type of colors that you've got going on there. But I'm going to leave mine on number 1 there for expediency. And let's just go into the design. And it's the regular text here. I want to put it in the middle. I'm going to make it purple in color. So I'm going to have a dark background there. I'm going to make it quite a bit bigger. I think I'll make it bold, or at least semi-bold. Let's try bold, because it just adds a bit more drama to that effect there. Great. Now I just want to throw in the post content below that, so we need to add another little module, dark one, to add a module, and just a regular Divi post content, which is right here. And I want my text to be white. So if we go in there, design, text, I'll just make that light in color, or even white will do me. It'll disappear there, that's fine. And my headings, go down a little bit more, heading text, I'm going to make all of those purple, H1, so I'm going to go down, click on the color that you want. I'm going to make it semi-bold perhaps. Now instead of going all through every one, I'm simply going to right click on H1, copy heading text styles, go to the next one, paste, Next one, right click, paste, right click, paste. I'm sure you get the picture. So all of my headings are going to be that purple color now. Now the reason we got these blue links and blue little bar there is purely because that's the default accent color for this theme. To change that, just change that in your theme customizer. Okay, block quote text color, I'm going to leave that purple too. Great, so that's pretty much all I want to do here. So let's save this, save our changes. Oh, one more thing before I did that. I think I added a new module at the bottom. I used that glitch text again. Well, actually, I think I used a typing effect. And again, this is a Supreme module. Supreme typing, there we go. Don't want anything before or after it, but for the text itself. And then of course you can link that to your blog page or wherever you want. Design wise, I'm going to put it in the middle. And I'm going to make it white in color because I am going to have a dark background going on here. And I also want to make it, I think I'll make that bold too. Now it's going a little bit fast for me there. What have we got? 100 milliseconds. I'm going to change that to about 150. And I want to delay it by a second before it sort of comes back, or a bit more. Great. Well, I'm going to leave that just as it is. Now let's do our section. So the background of this section, it had that dark background with that crazy growing divider at the bottom there. So go into my section, give it the background color that you want. I've got a feeling I gave it a gradient, so we'll use a gradient. I think it was black at the top, and I think it was blue at the bottom. Okay, great. Now if we go on to design, to dividers, I put one on the bottom. Let's go down to the bottom of the page here. And I use this particular one. You obviously use any one that you want. There it is right there. I want to make it black, but I went into the color and pulled the opacity down a little bit so we could see things behind it. So it's still dark. For divider height, I think I started off at, say, I'd use percentage. So let's say 10%, number 10 and percentage. Then when we hover over it, same thing, go over to your dark legending, these icons appear, divider height, little arrow. For the hover state, when our mouse is on it, which is pretty much all the time on the page, I brought it up to 100%, I think, as you can see. But when you start down the page, I want it to grow from 10 to 100% slowly. So I think I set mine to 4 or 5 seconds. So if we go to the Advanced tab, to Transitions, Transition Duration, I'm going to say, let's say 5 seconds, 5,000 milliseconds, or 5 seconds. Don't want any delay. I use the ease in and ease out for this. That means when we let go of the mouse, it'll ease back out again. We should be good to go. So let's save that. Save our changes. Make sure everything's saved in the theme builder here. Now let's go back to our blog post, wherever it was, right here. Now when I refresh, we should have that new setup. There we go. It's kind of crazy, but when you put your mouse over it, as you can see, those things sort of grow from the bottom there. And we got that sort of typing text on the bottom. and I would link that to the blog page or wherever you want to blog it. But that's one way of setting a custom template for all of your blog posts. So I hope that answered your questions for you. This is kind of crazy, but it just gives you an idea of what you can actually do with it. So I hope you've enjoyed that and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.